Question 16 reads, to celebrate a colleague's graduation, the M coworkers in an office agreed to contribute equally to a catered lunch that costs a total of Y dollars. If P of the coworkers fail to contribute, which of the following represents the additional amount in dollars that each of the remaining coworkers must contribute to pay for the lunch? This is a translation question because it requires you to take this information and translate it into a mathematical equation. The hardest part about this question is keeping all the variables straight. So be very careful. All right, so what we want to have happen is to find out the additional amount that each coworker must pay for lunch when they realize that P among them isn't chipping in. Which means we want to take the actual amount that everyone had to pay after people bailed and subtract out the amount they expected to pay if they had all contributed. So the easier one to figure out is how much they expected to pay if they had all contributed. If everyone had contributed, you just take the total cost of the lunch, Y dollars, divided by the number of people contributing, all of the coworkers in the expected case. But what actually happened? Actually, the amount of the meal was divided among fewer coworkers, M minus P, to be exact. So that's how much they actually paid and how much they expected to pay. So to find out the difference between the two, we'll just subtract. Now to subtract fractions, you of course need a common denominator. The common denominator between these two are just the two denominators multiplied together. So in order to turn this fraction into one with a common denominator, we'll multiply top and bottom by M. And to do the second fraction with a common denominator, we'll multiply the top and the bottom by M minus P. That should be times. All right, now we're ready to subtract. I've run out of space, so I'm gonna head over here. We know that the answer will have the same common denominator, M times M minus P. We just need to see what's going to happen with all these terms. So on top we have my, and I'm just going to multiply this out so it's easier to see, minus ym, and then we have minus negative, so that's plus p times y, py. My and ym are the same thing, so they subtract out from each other and cancel. And we're just left with py. It should be a y over m times m minus p. And so the correct answer is E, py over m times m minus p.